Afternoon or night to gamers all around the world. My name is Frosty Chris, and here I am to play Aven Colony. Now, I've played this game a while already. As you can see, I'm a High Commander at this point.
Hello, High Commander.
Done all the simulations and whatnot.
Your
So,
colonists
second to
are
last
eager to
level
have you at
on
the
the campaign part of this game. You go through different areas when it comes to this game. So you're going to be in an Arctic type situation, you're going to be in the desert type situation, as you can see here, and sometimes you'll be in a lush green tropic like situation like I was in last time. So defeat the zealot insertion.
Welcome to your new colony.
Is my main objective here to complete this. So you can see we got a couple of things. When you start this game out, you're going to start off with a couple of solar panels, tier 1, storage module, air oxygen regulator module, a couple of solar modules, intake fan, and then a couple of life support modules so that you can so that your people can be housed. So this is for the housing, this is for your energy, this is for your storage, obviously, your storage modules. Your oxygen and intake fan, those are going to be for your air quality. And then we got a storage depot right there. And here it is, the main part of what you're going to be doing a lot of. You're going to be constructing a lot of these construction drone hubs. So you upgrade it to level 3 so you can get 3 of those drones out there. You can see my little drones are working on it right now. The one thing that I like to do in this game, go ahead and pick up any of these bad boys. Cargo pod, alright, look at all that stuff we get. 150 nanites, that's awesome. So we got some ore over here. We got a geothermal vent for energy. We got some potash for our growth. More iron over here. Another geothermal. Some more potash and whatnot. We got our cargo pod. And then this stuff is awesome. This is our Zorium deposit. Zorium is another very, very efficient green way to get energy. Here's what we're going to do first. We're going to make a geothermal vent. These bad boys will leak out noxious poisonous gas if you do not take care of them right away. Now, when you take a look, you can zoom out here. We got a bunch of space that we can use. We got some green over here, another little cargo pod. Another little cargo pod over here, and then there's a bunch of desert and stuff here. You can just go all the way out here if you wanted to. I'm not interested because there's nothing out there. Nothing out there. So you take a look at here. I'm going to show the range. So this is the range that I can build in right now. Unfortunately, you can't move your camera when you're looking at this. Yeah, still haven't figured out a way to do that because you can't. And so check it out. This is as far as I can build. So it looks like I can grab that ore, grab that other ore. Looks like I'm a little far away from the Zorium, just barely. We got some Zorium over here too. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to, the first thing we want to do is yeah, I got it. The first thing we want to do is make sure that our people can be safely in a place. So we're going to put them all in this little habitat right here. We only have 28 people, as you can see down here in that region. I press down on the D-pad and I can go over. We only have 28 people. Average happiness sucks, but that's just the way it goes when you first start off a place. So we only have 28 people. This can house 36. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these bad boys out of here. We're going to recycle them. Done with this. Done with this. Slow it down real quick. Now we got 44 energy. Not okay. So let's go ahead and make sure that we are connected to that so our people can go over there and work. We gotta get them to work, right? So we're gonna get them to work. Alright, now let's go ahead and create a more efficient storage area. Because I want to get rid of these storage modules. I want to get rid of the beginning modules as soon as possible. That's primarily what you're going to be doing in the very beginning. Trying to get all of your energy up, your storage up, and your food, things like that, living situation. So let's go ahead and create one of these intake fans because that geothermal vent's kind of stinky. I don't really want that. So let's go ahead and get rid of these bad boys. I don't like solar panels. I think they're silly because winter time, as you can see down here, that little frosty area, the snowflakes, that's going to be when winter hits. Now, the different souls are a year, and each one incorporates about a third of the time is winter. So we're going to go ahead and start recycling these solar modules, solar panels. We don't like them, we don't need them, we don't want them. Now we're about to have enough oxygen regulation, so we're going to go ahead and recycle these bad boys too. We've got a storage area, so we're going to recycle that. And we're going to recycle that too. So now we're recycling everything. We're going to have all these guys, we're going to make it a little faster, get all this stuff out of the way. I don't think I recycled this yet. So let's go ahead and recycle that. Alright, so now we're left with the basics. We've got our initial starting off. We've got our habitat. We can upgrade this. In fact, we will. And we also have a storage area. We have our energy. We're going to upgrade that ASAP. And then we have our air filter, which we will also upgrade. Now you can see our nanites right down here. We only have 264. That's a pretty good amount to start off with. We need to create more though, because we're constantly going to be using them. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a mine. Over here you can see we can go down to our mine area, mining and processing structures. And we're going to go ahead and do that. When we create a nanite processor, which takes that ore and turns it into nanites, we're going to start getting a little plus down here where our nanites are. Is at +0? We're going to start getting some more pluses. One thing that I really like to build right off the bat, I don't like to mess around with this because I like to just make sure it's done, are scrubber drone hubs. If you go to your drone management structures, right down here. We're going to also go to police drones because we want our people to be, well, good. We don't want any crime. No one wants crime. So let's take a look at what we've got here. So when we go into our building menu, we can see our residential structures. That's how we built that habitat. It goes up to tier 3. We also have our energy structures, our electricity structures. That's where we got that geothermal vent, where we can get some energy. We got our mining and processing area. This is our mining structure, our nanite processor. And there's a laser drill there at the bottom, that's the other option. Most of these buildings go to tier 3. We're going to upgrade this. We're going to also upgrade the nanite processor. And what we're also going to do is we're going to start building more of these little, these are pretty much your roads, these tunnels here. We're going to start building. Now you see it's getting red there. Let's figure out why. Why is that getting red? Let's go to our tunnel. No powered construction drones are in range, so I can't build out that far. Remember we were talking about our range here? We could show our range for our construction drone hub. Boom. It's as far as we can build out. Get a little warning here. Winter's approaching. Oh no. Farms will grow no crops. Our greenhouses are only going to produce at half the rate, and all of our solar structures are going to produce 50% power. That's why I don't like those solar structures. These bad boys, they produce all day, all night. Rain, shine, cold, warm, it don't matter. Geothermal structures will produce all the time, no matter what. You go to our energy structures, we're going to build these later with that Zorium, remember? This is a Zorium generator. As long as you have Zorium, you can generate energy through Zorium means. So what we're going to do is we're going to start, oh, it looks like there's a hole there. Can I even build right here? Nope, it is blocked. So what we're going to do is we're going to build up like this. Build all the way up like that. Now, winter, you're going to have a lot of storms going on. There's going to be lightning and all kinds of things that are going to damage your building. So what we're going to do is we're going to build an energy battery. Speed this up a little bit. And then once we have that energy battery, we'll be able to build something to protect those buildings. Let's go to our defensive buildings. Lightning tower. So you can't hear it right now, but there's lightning striking. So we're going to go ahead and build that bad boy right now. So now anytime lightning hits, you'll see it'll strike that tower, and a little update will come over, and there it goes. Look at that, lightning tower hits. So we do that. It was hit during a thunderstorm, protecting the buildings and transferring 9.8 units of stored power to the batteries. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to upgrade this so I can store even more units of power. Now we're going to need more construction, so I'm going to build another construction hub over here. Another construction hub over here. Now remember, this is what I like to do when I am building this kind of stuff. I like to go to the drone management a lot because I make scrubber drones and popo drones. Gotta get those police out there. Gotta make sure everything's hunky-dory. Scrubber drones. You'll see why we need scrubber drones momentarily. Let's go ahead and produce this real quick. Even though it's a level 1, it doesn't matter. We can always upgrade our buildings later. So we're going to zoom out. Looks like we're branching out quite a bit here. What's this thing? Oh yes, of course. You get this bad boy once per game. Okay, so it's a resupply pod beacon. Sometimes a resupply will be available and you'll be able to hit that beacon and get a little oomph in your resources. Let's see. So we still only have 28 people. We have all these jobs. Look how many people can work here. Look at that, we got a bunch of people working there. No one needs to work at a storage depot, although we will upgrade it real quick. We got 2 people working at the construction zone, 1 working at the scrubber drone. We've got 2 people at the nanite processor, probably why we're only producing 1 to 0.7 nanites. And 5 people in the mine, working that mine. Now we got all these bad boys working. He's got 1 person in each of these. We're spread pretty thin. We need more people. How do we do that? Well, we go over to our spaceport buildings in the building menu, and we get an immigration center. It looks like I'm a little short on nanites, just short, so I'm going to speed it up a little bit, and we are good. So we're going to go in there and make that immigration center. Now here's what I like to do when it comes to the immigration center. I like to fill it up. Fill it up with as many people as you can. You can prioritize the level of work we want. We can do high priority, normal priority, and low priority. I like to fill these bad boys up. Make sure they're constantly filled because I want them producing as many new colonists per trip as possible. Okay, so we got a drop ship descending. And we're going to start building more stuff. Let's get some more energy. We're running out of nanites here. We want more nanites. What do we want? Nanites. When do we want them? Now! Alright, so we're just gonna wait up a little bit. We're still kinda slacking on our nanites. We're gonna high prioritize that. Doesn't matter because we don't have enough people. We need more people. Immigration vessel docking. 7 people coming into my colony. Alright. So we're just gonna wait for that bad boy to dock. And voila, they are here. So now we got more jobs filled. As you can see, my nanite production is going up a little bit. I'm sure others are going to different areas of our place. So what I'm gonna do is, as soon as I can, I'm gonna build another immigration center because I gotta have them. I gotta have them. I need them. I want more people. More people. Fill those jobs up. Make sure that we're nice and tippy-top shape. We're getting a little low on food. Low on food. We're not producing any food. We're not producing any water either, so it's all just being consumed. We're gonna get one more immigration center. Just build it right on the other side. Now, you see there were 6 drones working on that? That's because this construction zone was in range, and this construction zone was in range. So they both started working on it. Now, let's take a look at the range on my lightning tower, make sure everything's protected. Oh, looks like that stuff on the very edge is not protected. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna build this lightning tower as soon as I get more people here. Let's go and fill this bad boy up. So we are maximizing our trip. See, 9 new colonists per trip, 9 new colonists per trip. We like that. We like that a lot. Our resupply pod is available. Let's see where it's at. Oh, that's that one thing that I was telling you about. We can go pick that stuff up. I'm not going to use it. I don't need it right now. Ah, looks like I have completed an objective. I reached a population of 50. Whoop whoop. So I got some nanites. They gave me some soda. We're gonna slow things down a little bit. Let's check out our missions.
We'd like you to increase the colony's population.
Alright, so it's saying grow. Now you can see all the missions are updated right down there, as well as the progress. Build 100 buildings. Reach 100 population. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to protect my assets by building that bad boy. Let's go ahead and get some more energy. We're going to need it. Connected to colony. Let's change that. Also going to start building some more tunnels. Oh, that's because I don't have enough nanites. You know what? I need more ore tubes or iron. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start building out this way. Using every nanite I can as soon as it's available. We're gonna go down to our mining structures. And as soon as I hit 15. Insufficient housing. Looks like I'm gonna need some more housing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build this outpost right over here. Very good. Running low on food. Gotta get that food, man. But right now I'm really concerned not so much about the food, about my nanite production. I'm always consumed with nanite production. I just have to have more nanites. So I need more ore to do that. So I gotta have plenty of ore. Now I'm at more nanite production. I like that. 1.7, 1.5. I dig it. So let's go ahead and have some of these bad boys. Get some. So now we can build a water pump. Water's gonna be the harder thing to find. 14.4. Now all these little squares right here are gonna show me which one's the better one. So you see, you go out here, no access to water. What? And I start coming in. 10.8 water per hour, 12.6. It's getting a little better on some of these. What we really want is the best that we can get. It's 14.4 with a tier 1. So we're gonna produce that bad boy. Let's go ahead and build some farms too. Why not? Let's check out the range on my scrubber drones. Very good. So we're good on all that. Pretty good. Can't acquire workers, huh? That's because we need an outpost. Gotta put an outpost right around there. Now people are gonna go over there and they're gonna live over there and they're gonna start working over there. So now, see, we got some workers. Now we're producing some more water. I like it. I like it. Let's make a farm. We got 9 nanites. There we go. Now, we can produce several different things. Some edible, some not edible. Now, here's what we need. We can sort through them. We got barley, broccoli, corn. Now, as you can see, the squares are changing as I rotate through. That's because some things grow better than others in certain environments. Melons. Looks like quinoa grows pretty good over here. Rice. Alright, so that's it. It looks like quinoa is going to be our best bet. So we're going to grow some quinoa. Let's see. 5.8, 5.8. Oh, we got a 6. Can we get a 6 that's right next to us? So I don't have to build anything now. So So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build that right there because that's going to be the best of the best as far as places to build. Let's go ahead and connect it. Now let's see what we got going on. 91% of the housing's filled, 100% employment, that is good. We're all fed. Our morale's a little low, but it's gotten better since we originally started. Was it like 52, 53 when we first started? And we got 73% of the jobs filled. So let's keep up the good work. We're gonna go ahead and build another farm. Actually, you know what? We're not. We're gonna build a nanite processing plant because we need faster supply of nanites. I like to have my nanites about 3.5. So let's see what we can do. I really don't like to build a habitat or outpost, but for the sake of expediting the housing situation that I was in, I had to build them. So I had to get this to supply jobs to these 3 areas and the mine, and now this nanite processing plant. So what we need to do is we need to upgrade these mines. I think that's what my problem is. I don't have upgraded mines. And that needs to be fixed. So that we can start getting some more nanite production. Because as you can see, we don't have any iron. We don't have any iron to produce nanites. And they are being produced with Kelco sludge, copper, or iron. And usually it's iron that you're going to be using. In fact, more often than any time in this game, you will be using iron to produce the nanites. So we're going to upgrade these bad boys. We need them upgraded. We need them upgraded to the tippy top notchest. We need them level 3. That tier 3 is what we're looking for. Now, I see some iron right here, so I'm going to go ahead and swoop that up as well. Because the more iron I have, the better I'm going to be able to produce nanites. Look at that, we're at +2 now. Let's go ahead and just upgrade that as soon as I have the nanites for it, and we do. Now I usually like to keep it on speed 8 because I like to play this game pretty fast and get through things quickly. So that's how I roll with that. Looks like we're running out of food. Now it's winter time. You can see it's frosty, there's snow everywhere, it's dark, it's gloomy. We are not producing anything with our farm right now. So what we're going to do is we're just going to upgrade it real quick so that when summer does finally come around, we are Gucci. We're good to go. We have, 1, 2, 3, we have 7 plots of land to produce on. And that'll be nice. That'll be nice when we can actually do that. So let's go ahead and build another farm. Tier 3, since I already have a tier 3. 9.8, huh? 10, 10.6. Can we get an 11? Can we get an 11 anywhere? It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. So 10.2, I think I had a 10.6 around here. No, it looks like 10.2 is going to be our best bet. So we're going to go over here. 10. Where'd that 10.2 go? There it is. So we're going to build that bad boy, and that's going to be awesome. Now the cool thing about farms is if you build on one of these squares that a plot of land is on, it'll just move around, go somewhere else. It may not produce the same, but it's still going to be top notch. Now, let's see, we're still doing good as far as everything else. We got plenty of water. Just so I don't have to deal with it again though, I'm going to go ahead and create another water pump. We got 22.3 right there, that's awesome. So that's what we're going to do, 22.3. We're going to connect it. And where'd that other water pump go? There it is. Let's upgrade that bad boy. Oh, I can't afford it. So we're gonna speed up life a little bit. Alright, now let's see what our storage is at. Ah, looks like we have an excess of iron. This is good. This is very good. An excess of iron means I am not consuming it as fast as it needs to be for all of my nanite production, so that's good. So here's what I'm going to do. I want to take care of my energy situation ASAP. But I want more iron. I just love iron so much. Now that I'm going to have so much iron, I am going to create better nanite processing plants. I'm going to go over to all my nanite processors, just 2 of them. I'm going to upgrade them to their top tier, which is tier 2. However, there's nothing really to upgrade anymore, so we're just going to stack up nanites. Right now we're at 66. I like it. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to build a mine there. Just start off with a mine 3. Just because we can afford it. Speed up life a little bit. Get these guys working. Alright, let's see. And we are going to get tons of that Zorium. And I'll show you what we're going to be able to do with that here in a minute. But for now, we have tons of ore. Let's go ahead and we're going to make a habitat, because we can actually upgrade those. I'd like to be able to upgrade my stuff. So we're going to build a habitat right here. All those green arrows is where this habitat is. All the people living in here, they're going to go work. They're going to go work in all these areas. So let's kind of bring them closer a little bit. To bring them a little closer to where they're working. Let's go ahead and build air management structures. Remember that intake fan that we had in the very beginning? Well, we're going to make filters because we like air filters. They are better. They're more efficient. And we just like them. We just love them. And we want some more of them. We're going to upgrade this air filter to a tier 3. We love tier 3. And doesn't look like we have an air filter over here, so let me show you what that looks like in our overlay. You press L2, go to your overlay menu, and you can check out all your different things. So you have crime overlay, farming resources, we've seen that as we build our farms, drone overlay, the different drones you can see up in the top right hand corner, construction drone, police drone, and scrubber drone. The white means all of them got it, all of them are taking care of business. We got electricity overlay. Looks like everyone's well supplied. Those are where the electricity is coming from. Everyone else is well supplied. Got our resource overlay. If we check that out, it looks like we're producing a lot of iron here. Look at that, 0.92. Lots of nanites. And Zorium, 1.54 on that. We got corn, or quinoa, and then we got water. So we got all this stuff, and then we got all of our little resource things. Look at that. It's showing us where all the resources. I didn't even notice that before. That's very cool. So it's showing us where we can get all kinds of other stuff. It looks like it. Wow, you can keep going for days over here. Alright, so we're going to go back over in this area. We're going to go... Oh, looks like we got some missions available. Now you're wondering, what does that referendum mean? You might be wondering that. A referendum is just a vote. They vote to make sure that you are top notch. So we're going to go to our housing overlay. Looks like we're hitting the cap on some of our housing. Looks like we're capped off over here. We're capped off over there at that outpost. Got a habitat right there, a habitat right there. Might be a good idea to create a habitat in this region. Maybe, I don't know, pull it out a little more and make it over here just so it's not impeding on our vegetation area. But we'll confront that when the time comes. It looks like it's about to come pretty soon, but we'll take care of that in a second. Got our happiness. Looks like some people are unhappy, some people are really happy. We got 74 over here, 75, and then we got a 51 right there. Check it out, 57. Not so good in those areas, and that's probably because we go down to our air quality. Looks like our air quality is not so good in this region. Pretty good over here, 94%. But now we're looking over here on 55, 56%. Ooh, not so good, 66, 65%. So we're going to need some air filters over there. Take a look at our water. We got employment. Where everyone's going. Look at where all these people are going, man. We got people going from, you know, this outpost, from this habitat going all the way over here. That kind of bites. That's kind of a long commute, and we're gonna get to that right now. To the commute overlay. Ooh, yeah. See, 0.4. Man, 2. We got 2. Why is that 2? So let's check out why that's 2. Oh, because people are going from way over here to way over here to this water pump. That is nuts. We don't like that. That's structural integrity. So we're going to go to no overlay and take care of that business right now. We're getting too much on that. So what we're going to do is we're going to build... We're going to branch out just a bit. Just a little bit. Right about there. And we're going to build a skyscraper. We like that. That's better. And then we're going to connect this skyscraper down this way. And then when that bad boy is built, we're going to get rid of that habitat because we don't need that anymore. There's nothing for them there. So we're going to recycle that outpost, actually. It's an outpost. We're also going to make better air quality over here because these people are just coughing, hacking up nasty stuff. They're breathing in disgusting stuff all day, all night. So we're going to go ahead and take care of them. We're going to make one more fan over here. Right there, actually. Looks like we're doing pretty good in that region. Let's go ahead and build another fan over here as soon as we get the nanites for it. Speed life up a little bit. You know what, actually, we need another nanite processor because I fucking love nanites. Pardon my French, but I just love them. They help me do everything. So we're gonna do one more, and then we're gonna start. Yeah, haha, 6. Wow, never had 6 to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, guys. First time for me. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure that we got air filtration over here. Now one thing that it's winter time and that means that storms are here. Looks like we're gonna need some protection over in this area. Now we're gonna zoom out a little bit. You can see where everything's protected over there, but not everything's protected up here, so we're gonna increase that range a little bit to right there. Alright, looks like we're doing pretty good. Our powers, we're almost a little low on power. In fact, we have insufficient power. We're a little under on power. So here's where I was telling you guys about that Zorium generator. So we're gonna wait up a little bit. We only have to wait a second until we get 86. Boom. And now we have a Zorium generator way out here. In fact, we're going to build 2 of these, so I'm going to speed up life a little bit. You see our nanite processor's not working. Our mine doesn't look like it's functioning. So now we got a lot of power. Now we got tons of power, and we can start working hard again. So I'm at 86 again. So I'm going to go ahead and build another Zorium. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait till I can build tier 2. 136, and we're there. Alright, so now we're going to upgrade this bad boy when the time comes. We need 50 nanites to do so. So we're going to wait up till we get 50 nanites. Cool. Now, one of my missions is to export 150 quinoa. But before I build anything else, I kind of want to just check out to see how things are going. Looks like everyone's pretty happy, relatively happy. But if you notice, I'm really doing the bare minimum for my people. You can check out in the colony controls. They got their freedom, they got purpose because they're employed, but everything else is null and void. air quality is null and void, the commute's null and void, at least I'm not receiving negatives for that. They're not consuming anything, they're not bitching about crime, pardon my French. No entertainment, you know, no health, no substances to indulge in. So, what are we going to do? We have almost all of our housing filled, we don't have enough jobs for everybody, so let's go ahead and build a habitat over here, shorten people's commute up a little bit. We're going to X-nay this overlay because I don't like looking at them all the time. And what are we going to do now? We've got all this stuff. Oh, wait. There are plague spores coming. That's not good. Plague spores are definitely bad. They're going to make my people sick. And the worst part is I don't have a hospital. All these people, all this stuff, and I don't have a single hospital for them. So here's what I need to do. I need to go to my services, my service-related area. I need to wait till I have 36 nanites to build a hospital tier 1. But what's more important than that is a research center. Oh, there it is. My people are sick. So I'm going to speed things up a little bit, stack up some nanites. But these people are going to get sick, and they're going to stay sick, and they're going to be sick for a long time. So what we need to do is get this nipped in the butt real quick. So we're going to build a research center. Yeah, I guess this is a good place. Good enough place for it. Can't fit it there. No, let's just put it right here. And let's go ahead and next thing we're going to have to build is a chemical plant. Now we needed that research center to be able to build that chemical plant. So we got to wait. We got to wait for our nanites to be produced. We got to wait for that chemical center to be, or that research center to be done. And it looks like we're ready. So we're going to go to resource management structures. Same place where we find our storage depots. And we're going to go to that chemical plant. And we're going to start producing chemicals. That's almost done. Alright, so let's see what we got. We can't produce anything right now, but what I really want to do is I want to upgrade this as soon as possible. Okay, now I can start producing my plague vaccines and my nano medicines. Now the nano medicines are just going to increase your people's overall health, and the plague vaccines are going to get rid of those plague infections from the alien spores that keep infiltrating my paradise here. Now these two things only require water, so that's why it's good to have a lot of water output. We're going to increase my healthcare by upgrading that research center, and finally, lastly, producing a hospital. Oh, we need 36 nanites. Alright, now we have a hospital. We're going to put one over here, and then we're going to put one over here. We need hospitals to be easily accessible to the public. Now let's go to this. We got a bunch of alerts over here. What do these all mean? We got creep spores. Where are these going? What are creep spores? They look a little different, huh? Yeah, disgusting. Now they're going to attach to my buildings and start destroying them, pretty much consuming them completely. So that's what we need our scrubber drones for. I was in a situation, one game, where I didn't have enough scrubber drones to help me out, and in the end I ended up dying and losing, well, I ended up losing a lot of my buildings, my tunnels, had to keep producing them over and over again, and even lost scrubber drone hubs because I just couldn't scrub this creep off fast enough. So that's why I always build those right next to my construction zones. The zone is virtually the same, I'm pretty sure it's the same exact zonage, and you know, then I know I'm set. We have a referendum update. Remember that voting we were talking about? So let's check that out.
I think you're on track to win this referendum. But
looks like I got 75% of the vote. But I don't have enough medical facilities. They're bored. They don't have any entertainment. And they also miss the shopping centers that they had on the colony ship. They have nothing to buy. They have nothing to do. They just work, go home. Work, go home. I'm surprised they're as happy as they are. Now, let's see what we can do to fix that. We already have a hospital. That's great. Let's upgrade that so we can increase our healthcare. Oh, see. They're attacking our buildings, but we scrubbed them off real quick. You didn't even get a chance to see the creep because it was scrubbed off so darn quickly. We have enough to make a hospital tier 2. We're going to start that. Look at all these sick people. It's like half my population or over is sick. So what those blue lines are is those are the medical services being able to be contributed to those areas. And the yellow is the people going in there to work in the hospital. So it looks like everyone's covered over there. Looks like we have plenty of nanomedicines and plague vaccines. We're going to keep producing those in our chemical plant, though, because, well, we just don't want to run out of that now, do we? Speaking of space and storage, looks like we're running out. You can see right here it's getting kind of filled up. 94% filled. That's why I had to go in there and delete all of that water. But it looks like I'm red on the water now. But that's okay. No one's dying of thirst over here, and we're still in the positive, so we're just going to wait till we have the nanites to create that storage unit. I always like to wait till I have tier 3 because I really don't like to mess around with anything else. I like to just make sure it's done and done. One and done. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Now we got so much storage. So we got tons of quinoa. That's great. Fantastic. But one thing that we are missing, we got 2 habitats over there. Let's build one right here. Let's also upgrade the skyscraper so we can fit more peeps. Let me see what's going on here. We don't have any iron, so we're just producing the heck out of that. That's potash, I believe. Yep. That's to fertilize crops. I want more iron, but I'm not seeing any. So, I mean, to be honest, that's a problem for me. I like having lots of iron. Looks like I got potash over there. I don't want no potash, man. Looks like the next sources of iron are going to be down this way. That means gotta go down there, I guess. I want to get that, so looks like I won the referendum.
Congratulations on your referendum victory, boss.
That's great. That means I get 20 nanites and 62 melons. Good for me. I got melons. I got melons. Alright, enough of that. What we're going to do is, my farms aren't producing anything. I don't like that, so I want to build some greenhouses. These are going to be able to produce no matter when winter is here, but it only produces at half the rate. So do I want variety? Yes, I do want variety, and there's a reason for that. It's not because I care about my people and their taste, hardy har har. It's because I care about what I can export. As you can see, it's telling me to export 105 quinoa. Now, I can't really do that until I have a trade hub, and I'm going to build that here soon. But right now, I need to take care of this air quality alert. So let's take a look at the overlay. What are we missing? Ah, these Zorian plants. Disgusting. Let's go and fix that. Looks like I have a new mission. And my nanite processors are working. Everyone's working real hard at that, but I want these to be on high priority because I want tons of nanites. I want tons of nanites, and I want my people to be producing that. So let's see, 4.7, 4.5, 4. It's just not good enough. And I'm wondering why that is. Let's go ahead and make a little alleyway here. We're gonna go around this crater, even though it's costing me a buttload of nanites. It's no skin off my back. What is it? I'll build that back. Oh my god, what is that? I have yet to figure out if that has any significant gameplay interaction. No idea. No idea. It doesn't seem to be harming me at all. If anything, it's just going to take care of my... it's just going to mess up my infrastructure a little bit. But other than that, I really don't know if it has any significant gameplay value. So, looks like... Oh yeah, it does. Looks like it messes up my structures. Kind of jacks them up a little bit. Usually, that wouldn't even pop up. But that's because I forgot to go into my colony control. And there's a powers and policies area that you can initiate. You can start doing rationing, water rationing, job switching bans, immigration bans, power monitoring, forced overtime, martial law, things like that. Now this is going to take away from their freedom morale, but it's also going to do other things like right here, decrease crime, increase efficiency. It's going to not require so much electricity use. So if you want to cut back on your electricity use, these are just stopping people from doing stuff. Kind of messed up. But the one thing that I like to do is drone auto repair. Now it's gonna cost me 8 to 12 nanites per soul, but come on, really, in the grand scheme of things, I make that like pennies. Okay, so now it's automatically gonna repair everything. So you see all my little construction zones, drones are going out. They're all buzzing around like good little worker bees, repairing every little thing that's damaged from that little worm that popped out. Now it looks like everything's good. We're feeling good. Now we're gonna upgrade this greenhouse. And it's time for a trade hub. We're gonna go over here, we're gonna build a trade hub. We're gonna start building out. We're gonna start expanding. Looks like I've hit my limit. So I gotta wait. I'm gonna build a construction. I don't need to wait till I have the 3rd tier available. I can just continue my mission exactly how oh! Remember how I said those things produce noxious gas? Well, it looks like a toxic gas emission is coming my way from that bad boy over there. So what might be a good idea is to expand over here as well. So we got a couple of different areas we're trying to expand to. Normally I wouldn't recommend anything like this, but as you can see, I'm a pro player. So I'm just gonna keep on expanding as much as possible. I'm a high commander, what do you think? Scrubber drones. Alright, looks like everything's doing pretty good. What do we got over here? Let's see, is that bad boy in range? Let's find out. It is. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cap that off because it's gonna pop any second again. It'll just keep on popping and keep on popping. Looks like we're in range for this, so we're gonna pick that bad boy up. I like that. I like it a lot. Potash, huh? Potash is good, but I find that I don't use it very much. To grow your crops expeditiously, so you can see I can use potash right here and grow this at an extra 40% bonus. I don't really do that much. We'll just go ahead and use some potash just to do it. Probably because I start off with some. Let's see if I start off with any. Yep, start off with 175. There you go. So we're just going to use that until it's depleted. I guess I could build a mine out there just to do it. In fact, let's connect all my people. Let's go ahead and build a habitat. Build one right here. See, we got no powered construction drones, so we're gonna go ahead and build one of those bad boys. Oh, can't go out to that very edge because it's just not good enough. I really don't need to upgrade that, so we're gonna keep on going here. What is going on here? Building's not connected. Can't acquire workers. What do you mean? Oh, it's that bad boy. Well, I don't really care about that. I'm actually just having it there, just to have it there so it's not spewing out toxic gases onto my people. So we'll go out here. We'll start mining this. We don't really need a big mine for that. I don't really care that much. Looks like everything's good in that region. So we're gonna continue. Let's go ahead and just connect these guys down here. We can make a nice little area right here for my people, a nice little area right here for my people around that ghastly hole. And we're just gonna go all the way out here. Looks like we're gonna need another construction zone. Over here, I will do a level 3 for this because I'm going to be producing a lot of stuff, and it looks like this is going to be a really cool area to set up a nice little mini city over here. So let's make sure that my people are safe as well. Looks like crime's good in most of the regions, but it looks like we're kind of getting out of hand in this region. So we're going to go ahead and build one there. I'm also going to create a skyscraper in this region because then I can get a lot of people working in this area. We're going to build it as close to this bad boy as possible. And I'm also going to connect these bad boys like so. Make it a little bit more convenient for my people to get around. And one thing that we can also do is they still don't have anything to do here. What? That's crazy to me. Let's go to my chemical plant. We have plenty of nanomedicines and all that good stuff. So we're going to stop producing stuff. We're going to go to this research center over here. And we're going to start researching some oh so delicious consumables. Like, well, the one that I really like to do very first off, because it's really easy, Xenoglow. Xenoglow is an enhancer. It increases my people's happiness and has no negative side effects. Wouldn't that be nice? So we're going to get some Xenoglow. After that, we're going to go to Starglow. It increases productivity at 10%, but reduces health. It's a good thing we got those nanomedicines. Starglow is next. Next, we want to do the Cory Beans, because Cory Beans are going to help us make one of my favorite ones, Bliss. 8% happiness. Damages health and productivity, and increases crime. But if you have enough of everything going on, you really don't need to worry about it. So we're gonna actually hold off on that a little bit. So we're gonna actually wait up on those beans. But as you can see, Xenosage really makes pretty much all this stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're going to create another one of these bad boys, and we're going to go to Xenosage, and we're going to start producing Xenosage. Because we're going to need it for everything. Now it looks like we got our trade hub ready to go, so let's go and deliver this quinoa. Get some rice. Looks like those are our only ones available, so we're just going to commit to that one at the moment. Let's go ahead and make sure that my people know that I'm taking law and order seriously. So we're going to go and upgrade our patrol hub, our police hub, upgrade our scrubbers, just because I love having scrubbers. Looks like that's a 1, so we're going to upgrade that. And we'll upgrade it again. It looks like this one needs an upgrade, so we'll upgrade that. Upgrade it again. Looks like everything's pretty good at this point. Research is complete, so now that that research is complete, we can go to our chemical area and start producing. If we had chalcospores, we could. Started with that xenosage first. Oh, it's gonna go in order like that. So we're gonna go ahead and halt all that. We're gonna get that xenosage done because we want xenosage. We want it. It's gonna help us get our people happy. They're gonna be able to consume all they want, and life will be good. Oh, I don't have any construction zone, so we're gonna need to. Let's do just a regular little habitat. We'll do one right here. And one right here. We're going to space it out a little bit because we're going to start building a bunch of stuff in these areas right now. So now we got people on here. We can pick this up. We can start producing mines and different tunnels and stuff. So that's exactly what we're going to do. That's that potash. To that. Oh, looks like we're on the very edge for that one. Oh, maybe we weren't. Maybe we just ran out. We weren't. We just ran out of stuff. I guess these guys were in range. You wouldn't think sometimes, but I guess they were. Let's take a look here. And they could create all that stuff. Look at that. They can go pretty far, I guess. Get a nice range on that.
We'd like.
So we're also going to make another mine for the potash because I'd like to be able to supply potash to all my things. Like I said, I don't use it that much, but when I'm trying to produce really fast and a lot of it, I would hate to run out. You know what I mean? So we're gonna make sure everything's using it. We got an air filter right there. Okay. So far, so groovy. Storage is filled. Hold on, pardon me. Got another living being that I gotta take care of right here, besides myself. My pups. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and build another storage unit. I like to build it in the boonies. Who wants to live next to a storage facility? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna build it out in the boonies a little bit, right here.
I need...
Export corn syrup. Let's go ahead and build another chem plant. And we're actually gonna put these bad boys right next to each other, just so I can easily access them. I'll start producing that and some corn syrup. Chalcospores, that's the next thing we need to produce. So let's go ahead and get a greenhouse. And let's go to those chalcospores right there. Looks like we can produce 9.7, 11.4. 11.4 seems to be the winner. There it is. There we go. Now we're producing all that kind of stuff. Let's see. So I know this video is a little longer than it needs to be, so here we go. We're just gonna go over everything really briefly. You got your overlay menu so that you can see exactly what's going on with each of the different aspects of your colony. You got your habitats, and remember the yellow areas are for buildings is where they're going to be pulling workers from. The green arrows when you're building habitats is where they have the capability of working. You need these construction drones to build anything. That's their range. You can always see it. When the spores come, you're gonna need scrubber drones. You don't want your buildings getting infected and collapsing. You need police drones to keep the people in order. And the different ways that you can upgrade your people's happiness is by producing chems and doing things like, service related, building bar and grills, tier 1, tier 2, building a park, retail centers. There's also a VR center. You got your trade hub, where you can be exporting and importing all kinds of stuff. So play the game how you feel you like to, obviously, as with any game, my fellow gamers. Continue watching. I'm going to keep playing until this mission is done, but I'll also put something in the description letting people know, hey, check out an hour in, and you'll be able to see a good majority of the stuff. So we're going to go over everything again real quick. Green arrows means that's where they can work. We go to our mines. Yellow arrows, that's where the workers are coming from. Build mines. Get nanites from nanite processing plants. Like so. And make your people happy, for crying out loud. Make some bars. Make some grills. And then when you get to your final endgame stuff, you'll be able to do mega structures and things like that. This is my very first broadcast of the game Aven Colony. Collaboration between Mothership and some other gaming company. Frosty Chris here, and I am signing off. Oh, it looks like I have a live viewer. Hey buddy, I was just about to get on out of here, but I guess since I have an audience, I will continue to entertain. Right now I'm playing Aven Colony. As you can see, I'm pretty deep into this mission. This is the second to last mission in the campaign, so kind of a little spoiler alert. Right now, what I've got going on is a little bit of a storm coming my way. It is almost winter time and the storms are coming. I have my drones set, my little construction drones that you can create through construction drone hubs right here. They're going to go and self-repair everything because I go into my colony control and go to my powers and policies, and there you you go. Auto drone repair. So I can do that. This is a nice little way to kind of take care of business as far as mass producing policies. The civilization's pretty set up as far as everything is concerned. We have a couple of hospitals, lots of living quarters like skyscrapers. He's gone. Oh, I got a viewer. That's exciting. Looks like we're almost hitting the limit on our power here.